but I don't need all the answers. It's not about how much someone knows, it's about how much they want to know. The thirst for knowledge is what separates regular people from spiritual people. Because if you don't search for knowledge, then you accept.
Spicy, don't add too much, okay?
If you don't search for knowledge, you accept whatever knowledge someone gives you, regardless of the accuracy of the information. But when you're constantly searching for knowledge, you start to want to check your own sources a little harder. You know, you want to fact check a little bit more. When you just accept the information is given to you, you don't really care about the sources. You don't really care about the history. You don't really care about fact checking. But when you start to inquire and want to know more information, you start to unintentionally learn about the sources. You know, something I always did when I was a kid was look at the writers in my textbooks. I always looked at the writers in my textbooks. Like specifically like math books, you know, history books. Any textbook I was given, I always looked at the writers. Like I would go to the front page and look at the authors. And in textbooks, you know, it's like 20 to 40, sometimes more authors on one textbook. And I used to look at like their qualifications, you know, such and such as an MD, and they have a doctorate in math, or they such and such as a historian, and they have a BA or ISA and a BA and whatever. And I would read it, and I'm not making this up, I would be in class like, what gives them the right, especially when I could not understand the lesson plan. Like when I could not understand what I was being taught, I would literally look in the front of the book and be like, whoa, who the fuck gave them the authority to say that this is correct? And I'm talking about like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade. You know, like even probably 5th grade. Like I just always was interested to know. Like I always wanted to know who was writing these textbooks and why I had to follow it. You know, but it's that thirst for knowledge. It's that thirst, that inquisitivity. Is it you know, that thirst for knowledge, trying to find out more. You find out more, you see more. You know more, you understand more, you learn more. But there gets to a point in your search for knowledge where you don't have to search for knowledge anymore. Ooh, that's like oh my God, I just seen a TikTok about people with high IQs and how people with high IQs tend to be silly and goofy, or like I don't want to mess up exactly what they said because I really understood it and took it in. But they were saying how they were saying how certain people with a certain IQ, with a high IQ, they get to be too much for people with lower IQs. Like essentially that's what they were saying. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not going to repeat it verbatim, but similarly to that, there gets to be a point in your search for knowledge where you stop searching and you don't have to search anymore. And the real knowledge is knowledge of self. Because you start, in this search for knowledge, you start to understand that every system is built upon the human mind and body and consciousness. Like the computer is based on the human brain and mind. How we build cities and streets, networks, even down to like food and cooking, like everything is just a reflection of the human mind. So if everything is a reflection of the human mind, at some point in your study, like you just start studying the mind. You just start studying the mind. The real work is studying your mind, not studying people, not studying experiments, not studying books, not studying scholars, not studying tribes, not studying astrology, not studying math, not studying topics. I really feel like that is just something to keep the time. Like I was talking about how the time's gonna pass anyway. I feel like that's something to just keep time passing, like the actual study and pursuit of shit. But what we're really here to study is the complexities of the human mind. And the human mind is a scary, dark, vast, wide, bright place. It's so many things. And it's much easier to study a topic like science or physics than to study your own human mind. It's easier to study someone else's mind than it is to study your own. But as I come to realize, I'm not studying other people's mind. I'm studying my own mind and my own ways of being. And it's so easy to think that the other person is the problem, when really they're like, the people really are reflections. Because everything I deal with, the people around me deal with. And they may deal with it in their own way. They may have their own coping mechanisms that may look different from mine. But they deal with it nonetheless. Like the actual...
Well, yeah, I was just looking for tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a left leg thing.
Okay, perfect.
You see that skull right there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Wow, the actual human mind is what you're studying. Wow. Yep. And if you study the mind, you will know all. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. If you study your mind, you'll know everything. You'll know everything. Oh my God, The Matrix. Lucy's been on my mind because, you know, in Lucy, she unlocked 100% of her brain. And I feel like, that goes to prove that the power lies in the mind and the complexity of the human mind, and what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to be programmed to believe. Oh my God, that's something that has been on my mind too. There's so many things that I've been programmed to believe that are not my own personal beliefs. Like dying alone. I actually do not fear dying alone. I really don't fear dying alone. But I've been programmed to believe that I should be, like, that's just the most terrible thing that could happen to me is if I die alone. Or, crow's feet. Like, I don't care about crow's feet. I've I've never looked at a person and been like, oh my God, like their crow's feet. Their crow's feet is just too much. Like, that's so ugly. Like, yeah, they're attractive, but their crow's feet is just, yeah. I never gave a fuck about crow's feet, but here I am, 25, in the mirror, like. And it's like, why do I give a fuck about crow's feet? Because I've been programmed to give a fuck about crow's feet. Why do I feel so scared to age? Because I've been programmed to be scared to age. Why do I care about weight and body fat? Because I've been programmed to care about weight and body fat. Recently, I've been telling myself, like, I don't care. Like, I'll be mid-thought and be like, I don't care. Like, I fake care right now. I don't actually care. I fake care. I'm fake stressing myself out. I fake give a fuck. I fake care. This is not even my own opinion or feeling. Like, but the programming, the minds, realizing the programs that run in your mind, you know, like, that's what the fuck matters. Having someone who can tell you about yourself. Yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18. That's what matters. And I found myself detaching from myself. And at first I thought it was what is it called? Oh, at first I thought it was dissociation, because that's something I'm very common with, dissociation. But upon further thought, I really just feel a sense of detachment from myself. But I also feel so connected. Yeah. What am I really looking for in life, you know? I came here to do this, to be this person, and to show these traits and characteristics and live this life, and I chose it. So I just need to do what I need to do. I just need to go and do what I need to do. And I'm doing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm confirmation. But I'm doing it. 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 I think I can.